What is up, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of the Sesh Program, where I'm your host and friend, Skip Marazi, and I am here to sesh with you guys. What is a sesh, you may ask? Well, a sesh is a bunch of people hanging out and kind of chit-chatting about this and that. You can sesh almost any time. Um, and it doesn't always have to, involve multiple people. It can involve one person. Uh, Session. Like you could do a music sesh or a writing sesh. Um, it's about either one person or multiple people exploring an idea. It's simple as that, really. Um, and so that's here we are, a program based on the idea of session. Tonight we're going to be looking at the Christmas show. So I was going to do that with our good friend here, Flamingo, who has more audio skill than I do. So I was hoping to get his input on that. Um, for the sheer fact that it's the beginning of the month here. When we're recording this, it's getting close to the end there. I think actually by the time this episode airs, we're going to be doing the Christmas show live. So I just want to call that out. If you're hearing this podcast on the day that it drops, you should head on over to our Discord at about 6 o'clock Central, where you can hear the show that we're about to record. We're going to do a live performance of it with cameras for everyone who wants to watch it. So with all the actors, just get together and do the show. So it's one of those things I'm really excited about. I come from a theater background, and so for me, coming into doing like live performances is the whole reason that I wanted to be a performer anyway. Being part of that community and working together to create a show is the most fantastic feeling in the world, regardless of what happens with the production along the way. The thing that always happens, and regardless of the level too, the thing that always happens is there's a group of minds that come together. And when a group of minds come together and work together, they always work for to a greater goal. Um, like the when everyone's working together and adding to the pot, the whole project becomes greater than the individual pieces. It becomes a part of. It becomes like this collection, right? And the collection itself is something that has its own life and force to it. So I am reaching out to Flamingo right now to see where he's at. Sometimes with this kid, it can take a little while to get his schedule rolling. But yeah, no, this is hoping we're going to be looking at the the um, the recording itself here. What's up, buddy? How are you?
So, oh, pretty good.
Welcome
Just
to the
got
sesh. You just got home?
cheers. Yeah,
Oh, geez. No,
my my
wake him up.
my son has learned how to cheers.
He's
That's
choosing
fun.
apple juice.
Yeah, he's cheersing his cup of milk with us.
That's good of him to include you guys.
Hmm.
Um, so we had such a long talk last night, dude.
Yeah,
Like
that was wild.
the thing the thing about I invite people, to check out coxspace.com, invite people onto our Discord. For that reason. Like we do podcasts, we do like those 90-minute, 2 hours depending on the session. And then we also hang out in the green room before and afterwards. And that was
True.
it
Yeah.
was a 3 hour plus conversation because after we moved to general, it was a 3 hour conversation, but we had stayed on air until you wanted to take a smoke break. So, um, yeah,
Yeah.
so
That was a long green room for sure.
for sure. And we covered every topic you could possibly cover. Um, so,
Pretty
but
much, huh? We went kind of across the whole spectrum.
yeah. Like, what
Yeah.
is life and who are we? Um, that's why I was
And
like, well,
what are these
maybe,
problems that keep happening?
yeah, like what is it that
Yeah.
humans are doing that keep bringing up the same issues
Hmm.
historically? And yeah. Um, so I was like, okay, geez, maybe we won't get together because we've had a private a private sesh that like wore us out. But thank you for joining me. I was hoping that we could go over the Christmas show tonight on air and
Yeah,
just
for
like
sure, man.
kind of give it a listen through. If you could take notes, and we'll just go through them at the end and like talk through the parts. But just so you can kind of get the whole thing. Have you heard the show before?
Not the Christmas one.
Okay.
I unless you're talking about a Cox and Space Christmas episode, right?
No, no, it's the Wigwags Christmas episode. We did a rough of
Okay,
it
yeah, I
last
did
year.
see that.
Okay.
Then,
Have
yeah,
you've heard it before?
yeah, I saw a snippet of it because you were kind of pitching what it was.
Oh, the Chris, because I was like, hey, do you want to take a look at the Christmas music at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I haven't cut in. We have a new cut of that track with him singing, so it's still going to be kind of wonky like it was. But I'm going to fix that.
Okay.
But like the audio levels is something I'm hoping um, that you'll like take a listen to, and then things like is there additional foley that we need to do? Is the music in the right place? Is it the right tone? All those sorts of things.
Yeah,
So
that sounds good. And at
is
some
that cool?
point, I'd like to shout out the two songs I've got out right now.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Do you want to do that first, or do you want to do the
Yeah,
Christmas show first? Yeah, let's do that.
we could do that first.
All
It
right.
won't take long.
And then we're
You're
going to look at your screen also, and this is, that the Christmas show is only 20 minutes as well, so um,
right on.
I'm about it. Yeah, so you've been working on a new album, as we were talking about on the Sesh program last night, uh, and or you're putting together like an EP, right?
Yeah, I think it'll probably be called an EP. I forget what that even stands for, but
Extra
um,
long play, maybe that might not be correct, but the yeah, because I'm thinking about long play records, and that's not correct. But the idea was
I
that you said yearning for a time before you existed.
yeah, and we did kind of talk about that in depth, and we kind of came to the conclusion that it's not the time period per se; it's the process in which things were done, I guess.
Oh, right, yeah, because you were like it's this era where community still existed locally in real time
Hmm.
and space. It wasn't virtual. Um, Business was handled by the people that you were looking at, and not like all these transactions taking place elsewhere. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, that's right.
And like it was harder to it was harder to get your music exposed back then. But the thing was, the reason that we had ended up having crazy music like that and stuff was because of the big guy in the chair that was like, you know what, let's just take a gamble and I don't understand it, but let's throw it out there and see if people like it.
right,
And
right.
then it
These
ends up
these
being like
kids.
a cultural sensation.
Right? Well, I was watching a thing about, say, like Star Wars, right? Where, it was in a time where it was pre-internet. It wasn't
Hmm.
even when it first came out, there was VHS wasn't even a thing. So it was a cultural phenomenon because people were seeing it in the theaters, and
Right.
continuing
Yeah.
to see it in the
True.
theaters, right? Um,
Hmm.
and so yeah, that's the case, and we've talked about too the whole era with audio and video is it feels more natural. It's not so plasticky looking and polished. Um, so and that's not to say that the music you've coming out now is not polished because it is very much so. But it has more of I think you were describing it as like you're playing like an 8-bit game, racing game, and the music is happening, and you're just kind of getting to experience it while you're doing the other things.
Yeah. Essentially, I'm I'm kind of going for like a more I wouldn't want to say like modernized because it doesn't sound over engineered. Like that's the whole point of it. But yeah, basically that kind of ambient music from old racing games, but like with a twist on it, with a modern twist. and also it's a little bit more like jazzy than some of it. It tends to come in two forms. Some of it's like pretty jazzy and groovy, and then some is very ethereal and like ambient and um, kind of geared towards like astral projection and shit.
Right. That's fair. And they're both of them are named in Latin, right?
Yeah, I don't really know why I decided to do that. I just thought, 'cause I had taken Latin in high school for like 3 years,
Right.
um,
E
and I was
two.
like, you know what? I don't think I've ever seen, I don't think I've ever seen many Latin names on songs and stuff, especially abstract ones like this. So I thought it could be a nice little touch on the album. This first one means soul awakening, and then or like awakening soul, whichever order, I guess.
Right.
And
Right.
then this one means wandering star.
Nice. Okay. And which one was finished first?
So this one was
Soul
finished
Awakening.
first,
Yeah, I get you.
and it actually just broke 200 plays last night, which is crazy because my old stuff, it took like at least a year to get to 200 plays,
That's
and
what's
this
up.
happened in like less than 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
12 days ago, yep.
Yeah, and I've listened to both these tracks a bunch of times too. But like, yeah, they deserve it. They're the type of tracks that like you put on and they let you exist and you exist with them. So that's
Yeah, it
awesome.
kind of infiltrates your nervous system and kind of like settles there to where you can keep doing what you're doing, and it makes everything better.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's not
Yeah.
intended to be listened to. It's intended to be a part of what you're doing.
Yeah, it's intended to be more felt than anything, I
Yeah,
guess.
100%.
Um, but yeah, I'll play the first one first, and then I'll play the second one.
Sweet.
We
Yeah.
can kind of talk about some of the sounds I worked with or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like. Maybe I should do. No,
Do
that's all right. These are mastered.
Yeah, it has just such a classic sound.
Yeah, and most of these sounds are made with stock Bitwig plugins, and it really does help give it that old school like raw type of sound.
So I'm not in the very early phases of techno, but I mean, like I was listening to it in like the mid '90s, uh,
Hmm.
which is early electronica, especially as the rise in popularity rates and stuff like that. And yeah, so this really, I mean, it's funny that you're doing music like this because you weren't born yet, and I know you're not born
Right.
yet when this is playing, but this is kind
Yeah.
of like yeah. And so yeah, you're longing for a place you never existed, but like this actually takes me back to that time. I love that.
Well, yeah, and not only that, but this puts me in like a virtual space in my brain, I guess.
A
Like
mind palace.
it makes you feel like you're in an empty like football stadium at night or something, or like an empty factory or something like that. Very liminal.
Right, yeah, liminal space, yeah. One that should be fully occupied with people, but so vast that it's empty. Yeah, the abandoned mall. I was having a conversation with a kid who was, he was really excited. He was about to turn 14, and about how malls used to be inside, and how crazy of an idea that was. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's electronica, but it has more akin to jazz than it does
Yeah,
to most drum and bass.
yeah. I've started calling it like computer slash space jazz.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be. Nice. Yeah, loose background.
Yeah, it kind of just goes full circle, you know, takes you on a journey and then drops you back off where you were.
Yeah, well, it makes it so it's loopable too. Like you can just listen to that play again and again, as you're playing through a level or whatever.
That is true. You could put it on repeat and you wouldn't even know where the song ends and begins. Really, I mean, you could with the subtle differences. So yeah, that one. There was a lot. I mean, I guess not a lot. There was some things that I could have kept going with, and like, but I got to the point where I was like, man, this is really what I've been striving for, kind of thing. And I don't really, it doesn't have to be the most perfect thing ever. I just wanted it to be the vibe, and I think I got the vibe. Um,
Yeah, you have a really full
and
sound
I kind
to,
of,
right? There's no like
yeah,
missing
and
parts.
right, yeah, it's not missing parts. It's just like obviously there's always like ear candy and different stuff you could add. Um,
Right.
but I kind of got to the point where I was like, I feel like this is done. I could happily listen to this and you know, not feel like it's bad or left or like something's left out or something.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah,
Exactly.
so it was like the first one of its kind, and so I wasn't too concerned with it being like the greatest song ever or anything like that. Um, and so I kind of kept going with, the same thing, but this one, I made it a little less jazzy and a little more like electronic, kind of like, and added kind of like a tribal sort of like groovy sound instead of jazz.
Okay.
Um, just experimenting with like different stuff, and you'll kind of hear some similarities between the two, but they're also like completely different from each other. But yeah, that's why I'm showcasing both of them because I'm just proud that I was able to finally like I've got something going, and now I can save both of these as like what should we call it, templates, and it'll make things even faster. So
Right. Right. Yeah.
one of
Exactly.
these episodes, I'm gonna be trying to put my own um, drum machine together for jungle breaks.
Okay.
So I'm going to be building a module within Bitwig that basically just is tailored towards making those super crazy, like jazzy jungle drum breaks. It's a really hard thing to say.
Okay. That's cool. I'm down to witness how that happens.
Oh, and these are the first ones that I've actually like went out of my way to make album art for.
You did that. That's awesome.
Like I didn't make this picture, but
Okay.
I found it and I put my name and stuff on it.
Okay, all right. But you're like, I'm gonna make some actual art for it.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna actually put my name on it. You know, put a little bit of effort into it.
Right.
In
See,
the
right,
future, I'd like
Photoshop
to
is
make my own, but
super easy.
yeah.
And the same with art, you know, you can use samples of other people's work quite a bit without it being like a complete ripoff.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this was just a royalty-free picture, and it's like, who the hell is even gonna know that? You're just gonna see that
Where you
picture
are
and be like,
now,
oh,
as
that's
far as
cool.
getting that attention. I mean, people probably along the line be like, oh yeah, actually, that's my picture.
Yeah. Yeah, so this one's a lot more ethereal and like, but then it turns into a groovy kind of thing.
Yeah, just that real subtle. But it just builds.
Yeah, exactly. Like just when you think, you know, it's just like it adds something else in there, basically. It's the Tom that does it for me, honestly.
Those are the jungle type beats you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really fun. The ending right there, man.
And yeah, so like the intros and the outros are kind of, these are really meant to be mixed. So really on this part, and this part in a mix, you would be hearing the next song coming over it, basically.
Gotcha. That's
Um,
interesting. So you've
and
already
so
planned for
like
that
the
in the
main
song.
idea is right here, like right in the middle. And so it sounds, it's a 5 minute, however many second song, but really it's, the important part is in here and here, because when you hear it in a mix, that's the part you're hearing the most.
Right, right. And there's gonna be some crossover. Um,
Hmm. It's good to leave like 16 measures for whoever's DJing your song, um, to like be able to mix it into another song. If you just start like right here, they're gonna have a really hard time putting it into the mix. You want to have like some extra space, basically.
so it's
But that extra
mixable.
space also makes for a good like, oh wow, like something's happening. I'll bet you there's something after this kind of thing.
Right, right. Yeah, exactly.
So I'm not sure exactly where the next song is gonna take me, um, because like I said, with these two, I've been trying like just different techniques. As you could tell, this one is a lot more chill and jazzy, and then this one has like it's ethereal and it's ambient, but it also like it kind of has that groove that makes you want to just like bop your head type of thing.
Right.
So
Yeah,
the next one, I think I'm gonna try and go real in depth with the drums,
okay.
because that's my favorite part about all of this is creating, because I really like. I'm a guitar player. I love playing guitar. That's always been my instrument. But I've always loved playing drums as well. I've just never had a drum set. So this is a way for me to like play drums without actually playing them.
Nice. Right. 100%.
It's like the closest thing I can get. But basically, my we'll get to the Christmas thing in a minute, but I just want to show you real quick. Um, the idea I have is next time I want to set up a drum module that basically works like this. These this new stepwise module that they just came out with. Um, you can change your steps. You can change, what's here. The only thing that you seem to not be able to change is velocity, and that's my only issue with this. Um,
How hard something's being hit.
yeah, like you can. It looks like you can change this, so you could like if you wanted to change velocity, you could add a module to automate this. Kind of like with the first song, how I automated the. I'll just show you real quick. I automated the drum delay. So it's not something you would really catch just by listening to it unless I showed you. But here's kind of what I'm. This is what makes this music worth it for me is little stuff like this. Where is the? Okay, so like with this, I'll solo this. You hear that delay behind the snare?
Hmm.
How it's like playing different things behind where it's hitting. That's this right here. If I turned it off, it would sound super flat.
Right,
But then
right.
when I turn it on,
That's cool. It gives a
yeah, and
little
then
life where it bounces
this
around.
yeah, this little module is changing what the time is going to be on the delay. And so it gives it this really cool, like improvised kind of snare thing that you hear in old school jazz, of real drummers playing. You know what I mean?
Right, right. So
Um,
it's like on time, but not exactly perfect, right?
yeah, so it's taking real drum techniques and like turning it into, figuring out how you can do that with randomizers and like generatives, plugins and stuff like that. That's what I find very fascinating.
That is really cool. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, with the way that we have technology, um, being how it is, that most people are composing their own music and playing all the parts that you need that, so it doesn't sound too mechanized.
Yeah, and like the drum, this is why I've been so fascinated with it because the way you can write drums, there's just 1,000 different ways you can do it. Um, And like, because one of the things is kind of like how I've told you, I hear melodies randomly,
Mm-hmm.
and like I can't get rid of them unless I write them down. It's the same thing with like the drum pattern that goes with that melody. I constantly hear drum patterns in different time signatures and like very very complex drum patterns, and I always have like my whole childhood and everything.
Hmm.
Just been all like, and I this is gonna sound so weird, and I can't believe I'm saying it on a podcast, but there's always, ever since I was a kid, there was this little thing I've done where like I have like this little drum set in my mouth.
You mean like your separate teeth are different like parts of the drum?
So yeah, so like if I hit my tongue to the bottom of my mouth, right, that's a kick. And then
Okay.
um, if I am clicking my tongue to the top of my mouth, that's a snare, and that's only something you can hear inside of your head. And then you can clack your teeth together as a hi hat at the same time. And so this has been a constant thing my whole childhood, and I've been in like the process of doing that, and I've had adults be like, Chandler, are you okay? Like just like in a trance, you know?
Hello.
What is up, buddy? Welcome.
What's up, man?
What's up, guys?
We're having
Uh,
we're meeting up on the Sesh Program.
I I hope you don't mind. I stopped in.
Dylan
I
Farr is
stepped.
stepping in.
Well, I didn't want to be a bother and be like, "Oh, hey, can I join for a minute?"
No, you're good, bro. We're just
Just
chilling.
checking it out. Yeah, we were just talking about music and how it goes together, how it can be made interesting through randomization.
We were
And
talking about how I'm a little crazy as
oh,
well.
and then the teeth drums. Yeah, you came in
Yeah,
on
the
teeth
teeth
drums.
drums. It's a real thing, dude.
Um,
Teeth drums.
100%, right? Like, you know, if you're like keeping the beat, you know,
Like some kind of a game thing where you take somebody's teeth and turn them into a drum set because
that
oh
is
no,
definitely a
that's
different type.
technically illegal.
No, it's like
It
if
only has to be,
okay, so
it can only be women's teeth though, for Ed Game.
right, yeah.
Well, I hear
Something his
women's
mother.
teeth have more percussion ability.
Wow.
So yeah, that's been a thing my whole life. I've always been obsessed with like rhythm and the way that rhythm can literally talk, I guess.
Right,
Um,
100%.
and obviously, like if you, yeah, I'm pretty positive that in our evolution, rhythm has been very important to everything. I mean, back in the day, they had war drums and stuff. Like um,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So I don't know. Very
Don't they have
fascinating
war
shit.
drums now? Don't they still have the guy with the drum set?
I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if
do
that's
a really
part of war
crappy
so much.
drumming.
I don't think so. I know that they play like Avenged Sevenfold on Black Hawk helicopters and stuff, but um,
Huh.
like I don't know if
Well,
it's the same as it used to be.
That is a type of a way to bring terror into your enemy.
that's a
Yeah.
way
Bro,
to.
you gotta hype up your soldiers and terrify the enemy at
And
the same
terrify the
time.
enemy. Yeah. Get the, give them their
Well,
monsters.
you know
They
the
chug
Dude,
that
hey, you
and
want to
get on with
terrify the
police
enemy? You just
singer
gotta play some Chelsea Grin.
it.
or chaperone.
Yeah,
There you go. Terrified. Uh,
Just,
I'd be
just
terrified. I
you
can tell you that,
roll in with your bombers, and you're just playing Pink
dude.
Pony Club.
Yeah, can you imagine hearing that song and then you just see a B-52 bomber in the sky?
you're like, fuck.
What is this Pink Pony Club, and why do they bomb us?
Right.
Right. Yeah.
That must
Exactly.
be their national anthem.
Right. They're playing the national anthem. Pink Pony Club.
That's our patriotic anthem.
Right. 100%.
Fuck proud to be an American. We're going Pink Pony Club. Did
Uh,
you ever hear that? Okay, so I had a friend who was a Marine, and he got to meet. It was Toby Keith that was really prominent in playing for the troops and stuff.
okay.
he once told me, he was like, yeah, I met Toby Keith backstage. He would not look the veterans in the eyes. He would not shake our hands. Like, he wouldn't look us in the eyes. And I'm like, huh. It was just a weird thing to find out. I'm like, it was interesting.
Hmm.
This was coming from a Marine. Eddie was a Marine. Like he was the kind of guy that he would talk to his cats like they were soldiers. He'd be like, "Stand down, kitty." But he
Gotcha.
also was the kind of guy to call his cats Detroit street bitches because they were found in a condemned house in Detroit.
That's
Wow.
pretty funny.
It could be.
He'd always call my mom and be like, "How are my Detroit street bitches?" I'm like, since when did we
Gotcha.
become a brothel?
So, Flem, I dropped the Christmas show in the chat. Whenever you're ready, if you want to pull it up.
Oh,
When-
sure. I was
when
just
you're
gonna start trucking, but that's cool.
Yeah, just any thoughts you have is that thoughts would be really helpful.
Yeah, no, I thought you were gonna play it, but that's cool. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
my
It's
bad. Yeah,
Christmas Day at the North Pole, and Santa sits in an armchair.
I'm
with
excited
his
for
feet
Friday,
propped
by
up.
the way.
He reads a book while
That
eating
is
milk
gonna
and
be fun.
cookies when there is a knock.
Hey, Dylan, real quick,
An
buddy.
elf enters.
Yes, what can I do for you? Everyone is supposed to have the day off.
There seems to be a couple of letters that arrived late. I figured you'd want to see them.
What? How did this happen?
Well, sir, it seems they were addressed to the North Pole, which confused our agents at the post office.
Santa sits up suddenly, filling his plate of cookies.
Well, we got the correct gifts for them, right? I mean,
The elf hands the letters to Santa, who quickly opens them.
we see them when they're sleeping, we know when they're awake.
Santa slowly reads over the letters.
Oh no. We don't make this in the workshop.
That bad, huh?
Nothing that can't be fixed, Herbie. Have the boys ready to slay.
The elf leaves and Santa stands, getting dressed as Mrs. Claus enters.
Oh, Chris, you aren't going out now, are you? You've been out all night.
I have to, Carol. There's some kids who need their father.
Oh, those poor dears. Well, please be careful. You shouldn't be working 2 nights in a row.
Santa kisses Mrs. Claus.
Not to worry, dear. I'll just pop down there, find the lad, get him to his kids, back before midnight. It's a cinch.
In a small Midwestern town, David stands on the porch of a house decked out for the holidays while his ex-wife Darla blocks the door with her arms crossed.
David, I think it's great that you're finally ready to be a dad.
David is unsteady on his feet and Darla carefully chooses her words.
Maybe we can meet later this week.
Later this week isn't Christmas, Darla. I'm here now, and I should be able to see my kids.
The door opens behind Darla and Sonny pokes his head out.
Everything all right out here, hon?
David and Sonny lock eyes.
It's fine, Sonny. David was just leaving.
David walks through a quiet neighborhood as the sun sets, drinking from a bottle in a paper bag.
It's fine, Sonny. David was just leaving. As if I had anywhere to go. But if they don't need me around, then I don't have to be. Who needs to see their father anyway?
Got him.
David stops in front of a brightly lit house and watches the family inside.
It does look nice, though.
A sharp wind blows and David tightens his coat around himself.
I should probably find some way to get out of this cold.
The sun is beginning to set as Santa lands his sleigh on the roof of an undecorated house. Santa squeezes down the chimney.
Dave?
Inside the house, Santa sees that it is abandoned. Trash everywhere.
Guess he didn't want to live here.
Santa steps over a stack of mail and picks them up, shuffling through letters marked with eviction, final notice, etc. David turns down a street of decrepit, undecorated houses.
Shit, David. Why couldn't you just admit to her that you needed help? Why couldn't you say, darling, I fucked up and I lost everything. My job, my condo, everything.
David sees the door of a house standing ajar.
It'll have to do.
As darkness creeps over the neighborhood, David pokes his head inside.
Hello? I don't mean to intrude, but it's freezing out here.
David listens, entering after not getting a response.
Hello?
David explores the house and, finding it empty, he finally stops by the fireplace.
Oh, good.
David breaks a wooden chair into pieces to build a fire. It's night in the abandoned house, and David drinks alone beside the fireplace's tiny fire. There's a bump on the roof, and soot begins to fall out of the flue. He's curious, but not alarmed, until he sees a pair of boots.
Hey, well, watch the fire. I had a hell of a time getting that to light.
Oh, there you are. Merry Christmas.
You shouldn't be here.
I had the hardest time finding you. Not exactly my usual route, you see.
Sorry to disappoint.
David drinks from his bottle, offering it to Senna, who drinks.
You're late anyway. Christmas is over.
Senna hands the bottle back and David drinks as Senna settles in. There's a long silence.
So is there something you wanted, or what?
This isn't really about what I want, Dave. It's more a question about what you want.
I don't really see how that makes any difference. No one else seems to care.
You don't think your kids miss you?
They have their stepdad.
Sure, but he's not their dad. Don't you think they want to see their dad on Christmas?
I very much doubt it.
David passes the bottle back to Senna, who drinks.
Well, I don't usually do this. I expect a whole lot of children may stop writing me if they knew, but
Senna pulls a couple letters from his coat.
these are from your kids.
Senna hands the letters to David, who doesn't open them.
I'm pretty sure I already know what they say. I mean, you wouldn't be here if they hadn't asked you, right?
Senna nods.
That's right. Frankly, I was surprised you're still alive. Hadn't heard from you in years.
Yeah, well, it's hard to believe in you when the world is like it is.
Ah, yes.
For
And
real.
you have a hard time keeping Joy alive all year?
David laughs.
What, you think the world should be some big naked hippie commune? I'm sure that would go over great at the North Pole.
You don't think it's possible?
David shakes his head,
Nah.
and Senna stands.
Come on. I'll show you.
Outside the abandoned house, under the light of the moon, Senna climbs into his sleigh, but David looks doubtful.
Are you sure you should be driving?
David holds up the bottle, and Senna lets out a deep belly laugh.
I think I can handle a little holiday cheer, Dave.
Senna helps David into the sleigh before shouting.
On dancer! On dancer!
Inside Darla's house, Senna eases out of a vent as Darla, Sunny, and the kids watch a Christmas movie. The kids jump up.
Santa!
Senna throws his arms wide, hugging the kids as they rush him.
Merry Christmas!
Sunny is up on his feet, looking at Santa warily.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing in my house?
Senna grins at Sunny sheepishly.
Well, hardly anyone has chimneys nowadays. I have to squeeze through HVAC ducts.
Santa crouches to look the kids in the eyes.
You want to see the present I brought for you?
Yeah!
Senna strides to the door, flinging it open to reveal David. Sunny and Darla are shocked. The kids run to David. David throws his arms around his kids, Sunny and Darla looking uneasy, and then they look at Santa, who turns to them with a big smile.
Isn't this wonderful?
Sunny and Darla force smiles at Santa.
David, why don't you come in?
David comes inside with the kids and sits in an armchair near Santa, while Darla and Sunny sit on the couch.
The situation isn't ideal,
There is a tense silence.
but Christmas is a time for family. And David doesn't have a place to go.
What did you do?
I hadn't been coping well with it. You know, you two. Sonny was my best friend.
I stepped up when you stepped out.
Kids, why don't you go play in your rooms?
The kids look questioningly at David and Santa.
They should stay. I'm not mad. They should see how adults deal with things. Hopefully,
Darla hesitates, but David smiles.
They're gonna have kids of their own someday.
The kids look at Darla, who shrugs.
I will continue providing for you, just like I've been doing. You still have a nice house, don't you? Food, clothes.
It takes more than that, David. You have to show up more than once a year.
What do you mean? Everybody's fine when he does it.
David points at Santa, and Darla laughs.
Come on, David. No one in their right mind would call Santa Father of the Year.
Darla looks quickly at Santa.
No offense.
Santa raises a hand.
None taken, my dear.
You want to know why I'm with Sonny and not you?
Darla pauses. The room tense.
He was here when I was scared and needed someone to talk to. He goes with me to the kids' soccer games and dance recitals. He sees me as an equal and not just someone who looks after his kids and runs his house.
David tries to control himself, and Darla continues.
Was I wrong for going behind your back and not ending things with you before anything happened between me and Sonny? For sure. But when were you here and available to talk, David? You were too tired or
Yeah,
just wanted to
David.
relax. You were so busy being a provider, you forgot we were real.
You don't want any of this? You want our kids to be sleeping in the streets in rags? Is that what you want?
The kids look scared, and Santa puts a hand on David's shoulder.
Think about your kids, son.
There is a tense silence, and Darla puts her hand on Sonny's knee.
Have you had dinner yet, David? Sonny could put a plate together for you. We don't have to hash this all out now, you know. Why not eat something? Spend some time with your kids. Fighting won't change what happened. It'll only spoil what we have now.
Darla smiles, and David pauses before finally nodding.
Thank you.
Sonny gets up and goes into the kitchen.
I mean, since I've already paid for it.
Sure, in part. Kids, why don't you show Daddy what Santa got you for Christmas?
The kids run to the bedroom, and David watches them go.
Did you ever really love me?
Darla looks between David and Santa, smiling sadly.
I love who you try to be.
The kids run back with their trucks and dolls.
Look, Daddy.
Oh, wow.
David sits with him on the floor.
Santa brought us exactly what we were asking for.
David smiles up at Darla as Sonny brings in a plate of food.
Well, Santa sure is smart.
Darla and Sonny stand on their porch with David and Santa.
Are you sure you can't stay? I could make up the guest bedroom.
David shakes his head.
No, I'm not gonna impose any longer. Besides, I need to catch up with this guy.
David shakes Santa's shoulder.
All right, come and see us soon, okay?
Darla hugs David and mouths "thank you" to Santa. David steps back, looking at Sonny.
Take care of my family for me.
Santa and David sit in his sleigh on the roof of an abandoned house, passing a bottle back and forth.
I want to ask you something, Dave.
Shoot.
Have I lost touch with humanity?
David doesn't answer. Santa looks over at him.
Everything's changed so much since I was young.
David passes Santa the bottle, and Santa drinks.
I worked hard to make the world a better place for you all. A little every year. We had no idea it would turn out like this, though.
Santa waves vaguely at everything.
When we started, so simple for you guys. Families lived in the same villages. Their biggest concern whether or not they had enough food to make it to winter or living to 30.
Santa passes the bottle back to David.
I mean, we weren't trying to overwhelm you. So we made little improvements. New farming and storing techniques, advancement in medicine, household comforts. Anything to stop death, sadness.
Are you taking credit for all of humanity's progress?
Yeah, I thought you knew. Y'all's help, too, of course. You think those toys were the only gift I had to give?
How old are you? I thought you lived in Germany in like the 1700s.
Oh, heavens no. I mean, that was me. But I was first noticed about 2,000 years ago, although I'm much older than that. I've been with all you pretty much since the beginning.
Santa gets a faraway look, and David passes Santa the bottle.
Can't help but wonder if it was a mistake. It seems like, even with all the advancements, it hasn't made you any happier. Used to be enough to live to spring, but now, I don't know.
Santa trails off, holding the bottle, but not drinking.
Hey, don't be hard on yourself. You're not responsible for our happiness. We are.
Yeah, but you're my responsibility, and I didn't want to hold you. But I feel you just need to step in more than just once a year. Darla is right. We need to take a more proactive approach to Christmas. We've neglected you all for far too long. Take us home, Rudolph!
Santa snaps the reins and the sleigh lifts off into the night sky. Back at the North Pole, Santa bursts through his front door followed by David.
Christmas once a year makes me not Father of the Year. David, we have to change things to help us all spread cheer.
Santa shakes the elves and Mrs. Claus awake.
Wake up the elves, wake up my wife. The world's got so much tension, let's cut it with a knife. Bake a ton of cookies, 4 cups of all the milk. Sew up more stockings, satin, cotton, silk, 'cause every single day's gonna be Christmas.
You can't mean every day.
Oh, but I do. This will be the last day after Christmas ever.
Back to work together, no time to fall asleep. When it comes to complaining, you won't hear a beep. 'Cause every single day's gonna be Christmas.
Install new government to help the plan along. No more injustice for the weak or the strong. I'll take my place as king of Christmas joy. No one will not leave adult little boy. 'Cause every single day's gonna be Christmas.
David, Mrs. Claus, and the elves look horrified.
Take out the ozone, world of ball of ice. Perpetual winter wonderland forever would be nice. People band together, bring back community. I'll give the gift of fire again, then they'll know joy you see. 'Cause every single day's gonna be Christmas. It's every single day, every single hour, every single minute, every single second's gonna be Christmas.
Mrs. Claus slowly approaches Santa.
Chris, I want you to sit down. You're exhausted.
Elves dragging Santa's armchair with a
drunk
plate of
as
cookies.
Yeah, exactly.
2 months? At your age?
Santa collapses into his chair, taking a cookie.
You're right. This is nice.
Mrs. Claus looks at David disapprovingly as Santa snores.
I suppose you're responsible for this?
No. I mean, maybe. I think I made him feel bad for how little we see him.
Do you know how powerful a being he is? One day is all your animals can take.
David is shocked.
Animals? What is he?
Mrs. Claus smiles.
He's the balance to all your inherent selfishness.
The balance?
Oh Lord, yes. You think you monkeys would have been allowed to leave the trees if you didn't have somebody watching out for you? You all will murder each other for entertainment. You don't think you'd be allowed to develop higher functioning without some kind of guardian, do you?
Mrs. Claus pats Santa on his shoulder.
Every year, he recalibrates you all, redirecting you back to peace on earth, goodwill to men, but poor thing, he absorbs as much evil as he can before coming back here to be detoxified with milk and cookies. Too much exposure to you and your culture can make him sick.
Santa has passed out in his chair and the elves put a blanket on him.
You all seem to be getting better, though, if only a little at a time. There were a few centuries when I wasn't too sure. The 1940s had him over the toilet for a week.
Mrs. Claus laughs and reaches a hand out to David.
Come on, little one. I'll have one of the elves take you out.
David follows Mrs. Claus to the door.
I know being self-aware is scary, dear, but try to help Santa by being good this year, won't you? Oh, kids.
It's Christmas Adam at Darla's house, and David steps off his sleigh, walking up to the front porch. He knocks, and Sonny answers, inviting David inside for breakfast with Darla and the kids.
This has been a wigwags production. We do hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, so that's the old Christmas show. Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm thoroughly impressed with a few things about it. The sound design is great. You put that together?
Yeah, that was basically. I think I was saying it last night. I was trying to do an imitation of what you guys were doing with the soundscape.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of the idea.
That was actually really
fun?
actually well put together.
You enjoyed that, Dylan? I'm glad you're here for that. Yeah, I wasn't planning for you to be here, but you got to catch the show like that too. It's our fresh airing of it this year.
So the only sound design thing that I think I would correct is your reverb on your thought sequences, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
the reverb.
How would you do that reverb
it's
instead?
Well, so there's two different ways you could fix it.
Okay.
From what I heard, you could either take down, you could either make the room smaller of whatever. Oh fuck! Oh god. Okay. So you could make the reverb smaller.
Just like the size of the room.
Yeah, the size. But I think the thing is, I did like the length of the reverb. You know, like it made it real, like you're in a big hall kind of thing. It's just like any other thought sequence you hear, really. So you could also just take the volume down of the reverb, or like take the level down of it.
Gotcha. So
keep it the
it's
same,
more
but like just make it a little less
echo,
loud, basically.
but not so prominent. I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just make it quieter.
Okay.
That's probably what I would do, because it doesn't sound bad. But it's just like really really in your face, and it's just a little distracting. Other than that, everything else was like perfect.
Yeah, where I want you to hear a sound, like initially the fire was all really way too high because I was like, I want you to know there's a fire in the room, and then I was like, no, but fire is background sound.
But it's got to be, it's got to be subtle though.
Yeah, you have to push it all the way into the back, and I started doing the ducking, like we were talking last night. On this one, did you just lose your whole shipment?
I almost did. I was just being a dumbass.
Dylan, we were talking
look at all my shit
about the show. Do you have thoughts about it?
I'm gonna be honest. It reminded me a lot of okay, so I took a radio production class in college many years ago, and we listened to Gunsmoke on the radio.
Hell yeah!
Oh, like the classic radio.
Shit. I love Gunsmoke.
Yep, the classic radio. The classic radio version of Gunsmoke, and it held a lot of vibes similar to that. So I think it was very engaging, and I think you are on the right track. Now, on the technical aspect, I have no idea about technical stuff.
That's okay.
I'm kind of computer illiterate and technologically illiterate.
I wasn't.
But
I wasn't looking.
The story.
That's what
the story was engaging. Like, I wanted to know what happened exactly. I wanted to know more about the backstory between the divorced parents.
Right, 100%. Okay, cool. Good to know.
So it was very engaging and very well done. I will say that.
Yeah, I think it was very well put together. The sound design is more impressive than I expected. So
that's
props to you on that.
That's good to hear from a guy who listens to sound
I'm not
all
talking
the time.
shit or anything. Like, I didn't think it was going to be garbage. I just mean I didn't.
It's not my
expect it to
forte at all. Yeah, you know that I do character
right,
voices. Yeah,
right,
I don't often mix character voices and try to get the sound to work all together.
But for somebody who doesn't normally do that kind of stuff, I think you nailed it pretty good, except for the reverb. Honestly, the first reverb was good. The first reverb sounded fine, but then the second thing that he said was like super loud for some reason.
Okay, that makes sense.
But other than that,
definitely mix that. I know exactly where that's at.
I did
I would just turn the volume down on it, honestly. Like, it would be fine just make it more subtle. That's all.
Nice. 100%.
I
Yeah,
did.
nice.
I did like the Santa voice.
You like that?
That was
Yeah,
actually
Santa
really
voice is
well
great.
done.
Yeah,
When it was
props to
very
the
well
voice
done
actors.
yeah, the voice actors were great in my
hmm
opinion.
So that's our good
I
friend Evan
really
Cosfield, the professor of comedy, who's playing Santa.
That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that makes now I want to see Aaron in an actual Santa outfit.
Well, guys,
You'd be a great Santa, dude.
guess what? Yeah, I would love to. I can't wait to do that show where we actually get to do the live version of it to a certain extent. But yeah, we're gonna actually the night that this episode airs. If you guys listen to the podcast, tune in tonight to the Discord because it's gonna be happening at 6 o'clock. We're gonna be doing a live reading of the show. So Aaron's gonna come in. We're gonna do the mix behind each scene. And we're gonna have all the actors come together and read the show. So it's gonna be super
Very
fun.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It'll be a little bit different because obviously, a recording is only one version of the show, and live recording is always fun because people take them all over the place. Oh, what did you do, bro?
Dude, I cannot drive this truck right now. It's so terrible.
Yeah, this load is not getting to the desired destination.
I bet you I'm gonna
That's
get all
what she
kinds of
said.
fines. I'm gonna get all kinds of fines for the damage. I guarantee it. Oh, and I'm dying. Can you see that? I'm like dying right now.
You're actively dying because the
Okay,
oxygen's
now I'm thinking of that Dennis Hopper movie, Space Truckers.
There, you hit it exactly on the head. You know what
No,
it
you're
is.
absolutely right. Yep, that's exactly what this game is based off of, actually.
So, yeah, Dylan,
It's
right
based on
before
the Space Truckers.
Yeah,
right
dude,
before we
it's
started the
fucking
Christmas
sick.
show, you had said you're excited about Friday, and I'm also excited about Friday because Friday is when we're gonna start. We're co-hosting Flick and a Skip together, and it's for that reason that movies like Space Truckers. I feel like we're gonna have a lot to talk about on that show.
Believe
So.
it or not, I just
Sure,
watched
this air
Space
filter.
Truckers for the first time like a month or two ago.
Dude, it's such a good movie, man. Like,
Wild.
it's such a good movie.
One movie we gotta do, and I think it would be really beneficial. It's actually one that really holds like something for me because my friend called it a glorified music video, but I thought it was really well done. It's on Amazon Prime Video. It's called Imaginarium.
Okay.
It's based off the soundtrack is the Nightwish album Imaginarium. It was co-written by the lyricist Tomas, and it deals with a lot of things like for instance dealing with a parent with dementia, which that holds a lot more prominence to me because my mom was recently diagnosed with early stage Alzheimer's.
Right. So you're
Yeah, dude,
dealing with that.
And so
My grandma is on her way to that, and like, yeah, it's been really hard.
Jeez, I didn't know, man. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's shitty. I'm like, it's something it's hard to deal with. But
it is because
I just try to use as much like kindness as I can because I can't even imagine being in that situation, dude.
Right.
My
where you're like-
mom is
Losing everything you are, like,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And Dylan, it's
There's
the same
a
thing that's happened to
whole-
your mom too, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, well, there's a whole line in that movie Imaginarium where the daughter is just like fed up with the dad who like, and she doesn't want anything to do with him anymore. And the longtime friend of the dad, she's like, when you get old enough, you hope your body checks out before your mind does, because that is the worst. That's the fate worse than death, to have your brain
Absolutely.
turned amok.
Yep. I fully agree with that, dude.
And it really hit home because there are sometimes I'll feel like my mom's not there when she's very cognizant about things, but there are some times where I feel like she's slipping and then she'll be back,
Right.
But my mom's still very early on. But it's more coming off as she doesn't like doing as much as she used to. like I have to pick up a lot of the slack around the house, you know, and that's different for me because my mom was Superwoman growing up. She was my hero growing up.
Right.
All right, she raised three boys, took care of a dying husband, went to school full time and worked full time.
This is so crazy. Yeah, you showed this story here. It's so powerful that your mom was just like doing all of this.
You know, and she got certified as a respiratory therapist, been making good money throughout her life. But after my dad died, you know, she was having to find childcare for my brothers and I, and that wasn't the hard part. The hard part was we were on different schedules than my mom. We would be off at school, and my mom would be at home asleep, you know, because she worked nights. And my mom, she had to make a choice. She had to make a very tough choice. She had to choose between money and raising her kids, and she chose raising her kids.
Good choice.
Right? Yeah, it's a good choice. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
tough choice because
Well,
it's tough to raise
actually,
kids without money, but
she gave us the choice because she was offered a job at the school where we went to. She came to us and she said, "All right, I was offered a job at the school where you guys go to school." She was like, "I would be on your schedule, but we would have less money and you guys wouldn't get as much stuff." She's like, "You can decide. Do you want to see me more often, or would you rather just have it so that I have money for us to get things?" And my brothers and I, we didn't hesitate. We were like, "We want you, Mom.
right.
We want you." And
Oh,
so
nice.
I apologize. I hijacked this conversation again, and I'm
It's
very sorry. I have
the
a
things
bad
things on your
habit.
mind,
bro.
right? Yeah, you're like this is what's going on, and I imagine there's people,
Ain't
not a whole
nothing
lot of
wrong
people
with
who talk
that.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're all good. Oh shit.
But yeah, no, that's you're right. Like, so I'm sure that she's glad to know that in her memory, as it's fading, that's one thing that you'd hope is going to be sticking with her, right? That her kids are like, we just want to spend time
Yeah.
with you. That's more important
Well,
than anything else.
my brothers won't even talk to my mom anymore.
That's
I'm the only
wild.
one that's left here with my mom.
Interesting,
My
man.
mom
I don't
sa-
like that.
My
Yeah,
mom,
one of them's a raging
my mom
narcissist, though, right?
sacrificed.
That can't be right,
My
right?
brother Andrew,
Yeah, like he's
he's
just like he just wants to take as much as he can for himself.
yeah, and my brother Graham, he's got his own issues going on right now. Like he just torpedoed his 16-year relationship with a woman. So
Crazy,
or
bro. Crazy.
10-year relationship, something like that. No, it's been about 15, 16 years they were together, something like that. Like he had a wife, 4 kids, a house like that had lake access right down the street.
Wild.
Like it,
Is he doing okay? That seems like a major
yeah,
decision to be going through all of a sudden.
I don't
Like
think
that,
any of them are doing
that sounds
okay,
like a
bro.
mental health crisis,
he
not
was,
necessarily a
Yeah,
relationship
I
problem.
yeah, I just talked to my brother a couple weeks ago and he said something that really scared me. He said, "I don't know if I'm gonna make it through the end of the year."
So yeah, that's I'm saying it sounds like
His
he's doing a cry for help, not necessarily that his relationship's breaking up.
he's in therapy now. Like
Good, good.
he had a really bad falling out with his wife. His wife took the kids. She has full custody of them and doesn't want him seeing them. And
Oh,
that really fucks with him
yeah, I
because that's
bet.
what he loved. He loved being a dad.
Right. Well, the same way I'm sure as he was with his mom, like family's so important. Right. Like he's turning around and like his kids, family's is so important. Wow.
Yep.
Damn, dude. Is he able to come be where you guys are at, or is it like different state or something?
His therapist told him that it would be better for him not to have contact with my mom right now.
It might be a lot of stress, yeah, because she's not gonna be the person that he probably expects her or needs her to be.
There's a lot more going on there, but I'd rather not talk about that because that's his business.
Fair enough.
He confided in me the truth about that, and I'm not
And you're
willing
like,
to.
wow, gotcha. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
and
pact
it
between
kind
brothers
of.
for sure.
I love my brother Graham. He was my hero. He was the one I looked up to when I thought of a family man.
That's awesome. I'm sure that's hard for you to be
And
dealing
I
with too. Is like for him, right? Because he's the family man, but his family is not all there.
I feel like a kid that watched Christopher Reeves as Superman in the 80s and then saw him get Lou Gehrig's disease and end up in the wheelchair. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Man.
Yeah, exactly. Was it Luke Garrix? I thought he got thrown from a horse.
I've heard both stories, and
Okay.
I still don't know which one is true. But
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
I know
So-
that he didn't get life easy after that. after
That
the
absolutely. I
Superman
mean, the
movie. That's all
wheelchair
I
is
know.
is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. It's,
Yep.
Dylan called that out. Yeah, being a certain age and watching the Superman movies and then watching Superman, find out that Superman
Well,
is just a man.
And how ironic is that, dude? He was literal Superman.
Yeah, he's actually
you know?
the Superman.
That's
yeah.
that's like depressing as fuck. It really is.
Yeah, you
brother-
don't really process the concept of irony as a kid, but yeah, you can look
I
at
just
it now
hope-
and be like very
I
poetic
hope
about
Well, my
Henry
brother-
Cavill doesn't suffer the same fate.
it. Right.
My brother Graham, he fathered 4 kids. They had been trying to have kids for years,
Banging.
and it never came to fruition. One day they found out he had testicular cancer and had to have one of his boys removed.
Well,
But it didn't just stop there. They had to go down to, I think it was Indiana, and they had to do a special surgery. He had the top doctor in the world that does this surgery work on him. And what they did was they cut open from his stomach down to his groin, and they took out all the organs and set them to the side and took out the lymph nodes in his back.
what?
And they put everything back, stitched him up, and he had to heal from that.
That's disgusting. Okay,
That's
wow.
wild.
I hate anatomy so
Yeah.
much. I really hate being in a body. So all you have to do is talk about
too.
how we're made up of
But
organs,
after that-
and I'm over it.
After that, he fathered 4 kids. It was just like boom 1, boom 2, boom 3,
Oh,
boom
hell yeah.
That's
4.
He was
awesome.
just nutting like a motherfucker. after
That's
that.
like a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
All that cancer
was
is just
the-
holding him back.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
That's all it was. Yeah.
I knew him as the one bald wonder of the Farr family.
Something you can only say about your brother.
Right. Yeah.
In absolute
I love-
yeah,
I love
yeah,
my
exactly. Like if you
I'll
didn't,
be
you
honest,
would
I
wonder if you
love
did
my
love him.
brother Andy too.
Hey man, honestly,
Of course.
if you overcome that type of shit and then you get called one bald wonder, I would take that as a badge of honor.
Yeah, all you
honestly,
do
if
is
I
you just
survived
gotta,
that
like,
shit, bro,
smile and
like,
be like,
yeah.
all right, yeah.
No, absolutely, yeah. I'd be like, hell yeah, I am.
Your
You already
nickname becomes Oney. Like everybody just knows you as Oney from there on out. Yeah.
know. Right. One nut wonder.
Yeah, Baldo. Just all of the fun nicknames.
No, I would definitely own it. I can't even imagine what it'd be like to have to do that shit.
But that's awesome. Yeah, then he became a father after the
Yeah.
fact. So
That's
wow.
a good comeback story.
Didn't your
No pun
Dylan,
intended.
didn't your dad also have like a type of cancer? Was it pancreatic cancer?
No, my dad had multiple sclerosis.
Oh, gotcha. That's eventually
Same
what took him.
disease I have. He had the same disease I have, except his was a lot more aggressive.
I got you. Yeah, I never
His
noticed
was
that.
just flare up and attack, flare up and attack, flare up and attack, flare up and attack. His was so aggressive he died within 8 or 9 years of being diagnosed
Ooh,
from complications of multiple sclerosis.
gotcha.
He developed MRSA. Which is a blood infection. And when your immune system is compromised and your body can't fight something like that, it's basically a death sentence at that point.
I gotcha. Man, that's
Like this was the time. Like they have a ton of medications for multiple sclerosis now. Back then, everything was experimental. Like my mom used to tell me she remembers traveling all around the state of Michigan just to try experimental treatments.
At that point, you're just willing
This
to
was
try
at a,
anything, right?
yeah, he just wanted to stay around longer for his family.
Wow.
Like, this was at a time there were only 2 MRIs in the state of Michigan.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like every hospital has at least one now, right?
yeah, something like that.
No, gotcha. So yeah, I think you said that this was the 90s.
Yeah,
Gotcha. 'Cause it's
this
been
was
30
the
years.
early 90s.
Yeah.
Yep.
So gotcha.
He died when I was 5 years old.
Wow.
He died when I was 5 years old. I'm 35 now, so it's been 30 years.
Right. That's just so wild for somebody to be missing. I was thinking about my grandma recently, who had passed in the fall. I think it was like August or so. And it suddenly struck me, like, she's not a person I've gotten to see on a regular basis, but it finally struck me that, like, there's no way that I'm ever going to see her again, because it's just not possible anymore. So that's wild, but I mean, that's something that you live with your entire life. Like, yeah, I'm never going to know that guy.
Yeah, like, for instance, let me put it into perspective. My dad died at the ripe old age of 31.
That's wild. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Same
I
age
was
as
still trying
Charlie
to figure
Kirk.
stuff out at 31. I couldn't. The end of your life, that's just barely a beginning.
That's the same exact age as Charlie Kirk.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
That's a young age to die, dude.
Why
That
is it
shit's
tragedy for
crazy.
him too? Yeah, because
Yeah.
like he's just barely figuring stuff out at that point. He might be like a
That's
public
what-
speaker
yeah,
and
he's
stuff like that, but
He's a little older, but like he's also, I mean, 30 isn't really that. I mean, fuck.
no. I mean, I know that
It's
you're.
really
It's a
not
little
old at
bit.
all, like,
Yeah, it's a little
yeah.
bit beyond where you're at now, but like it really isn't.
Yeah.
30, like
No,
I feel like I was
he's really
just
not that
barely
far off
getting
from
my.
me even.
Yeah, like I was barely getting my
Yeah.
feet under me as an adult at 30.
I'm 35 and I have no idea what the fuck I'm
You know what I'm
doing.
saying? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
It was really only in the 40s where I was like, oh, okay, cool. I think I'm starting to get a handle on this, but still, like in no real significant way. So yeah, no, that's yeah, not enough life. So, and
Yeah,
that's
shit.
that's
Hey,
really
guys.
really the tragedy, right? What's up, buddy?
I'm a week sober today.
That's awesome. I think that you're strong sober today.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah, so I'm glad that you like slipped off it, but going right back to it. So how do you feel?
I feel really good. I started my work on my first step in AA.
Okay, and
Well,
what is
I'm-
that? Getting a sponsor?
No, I started working on the first step.
Oh, the first step.
12
And what is,
step.
admitting you have a problem?
Yes.
All right, so that's good. How's that going?
And it's been going really well. My sponsor said he said he can really hear that I really want this. And he's really happy to work with me.
That's awesome.
That-
Obviously, it's anonymous, but how long has he been with the program? Do you know?
Not off the top of my head.
Gotcha. Do you know if he's sponsored people before?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah, he has. And I'm really honored to work with this guy, and he's been really cool about everything. He picks me up to make sure I make it to meetings, and it's
That's real good.
really
and-
nice.
yeah, it's very helpful.
Well, I don't drive. I don't drive, and I'm a stand-up comedian. So it's just,
In Michigan, and I know that you have to get around quite a bit.
yeah, and it's just. So when I have somebody say, "Yeah, I'll pick you up for this meeting," that means the world to me.
Right, 100%.
'Cause it means somebody actually has faith
Oh,
that I can actually do this. When sometimes I lose faith in myself.
Well, and that's what you need. I mean, as far as like in sobriety, is that you need a community around you. You you need that in the days that you don't believe in yourself, that somebody uh, does believe in you.
Like, for instance, this past Thursday, I was kind of stuck in a very wet place,
Okay.
headed to a show,
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
but I was offered the chance to smoke, and I was just like, no, I don't smoke anymore.
Right on, dude.
And that took a lot of willpower for me because it took me relapsing to realize I never want to smoke again.
Right. And you're in a
fair
rec
enough.
state.
Really,
Yeah,
no,
that's fair. Yeah.
and I'm building myself up from here on out. I'm taking this very seriously, one day at a time.
That is what's up. Um, so a happy 1 week to the continued journey on that. Um, how many
Thank you.
how often are you going right now? How many days a week,
Um,
or how many
once
meetings
once a
rather?
day.
Okay.
I'm working on my 90 and 90,
Okay, 90 meetings in
90
90
meetings
days.
and 90. Yes.
Yeah, good, nice. Get that good basis for it. Um, right on. Yeah, and you're doing that not only for you, but for like your mom to like be able to be there for her and like be aware, to have better control over your moods, so that they're not controlled by a chemical, right?
Yep.
So that's
Exactly.
yeah.
I trying to regulate with weed, like it stopped working after a while. Like I was finding myself smoking like 3 ounces in 3 days.
Damn. That yeah, that's
That
quite a
used to
bit.
be me, dude. Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, it keeps it always is escalating, right?
Yeah, and it like the mood, the irritability was becoming 1,000-fold every time I smoked. Because
Interesting.
I'd be like, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk. Leave me the fuck alone. You know, and like, my mom always has to ask for my help with stuff at times, and I'm like, it wasn't working.
Right,
It
yeah.
wasn't working to be irritable like that.
Well, you can't get stuff done if yeah, if you're in that state of mind, right? Where you're always trying to work around it.
Mm, exactly. Like, for instance, I would never be able to do the co-hosting gig if I were still smoking.
Do you think
I
because of
wouldn't be able to focus. I wouldn't be able to think properly or clearly.
okay, I got you. Nice, nice. That's awesome. Well,
Like
that's a
I wouldn't be as funny or as beneficial to the show.
yeah, that's true. I mean,
And
being able to bring
so
your full self to it, to any project is the least that you can ask of your the people you're doing the project with, right?
exactly, and I was starting to realize it was affecting my comedy because I couldn't keep my sets in my head.
Ah, okay.
I couldn't remember, and I was just like, no, I had a lot of reasons to get sober.
And that's what you need. I mean, because on the days where you feel like it's like, do I do this or do I not do this? Like the reason that you stay sober is because of all the list of reasons that you have. Your mom, your stand up, your own mental health.
Yeah, I was in a constant state of depression and doom mindset. I still kind of am because I'm still coming out of that fog. And
Right.
it won't
Yeah.
be till the fog's gone that I start to level out more.
Right. Yeah. That 30 and 45 days. Uh, yeah. You definitely. Yeah. It takes some doing.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here for the night. All right.
All right, man.
That's
Hey,
awesome, man.
thanks for
Thank you for
joining.
sharing. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you stopped by.
I apologize for sometimes monopolizing conversations and
You
stuff.
are
I always feel
more
bad
than
when I
welcome,
do
Dylan.
that.
No,
Uh,
this is the Sesh program.
yeah,
Whatever kind of sesh you want to have, we're
we're
having it.
we're
So
session. So
yeah,
you're in the right place
it's just a
at the
sesh.
right
Yeah,
time.
you're all
Guy,
good.
yeah. And if you guys want to hear him monopolize the conversation more, we're gonna have him a lot on Friday night, flicking the skip. We're gonna be doing Coneheads this week and talking about how it's the who's who of '90s comedy. Because you see fucking everybody
Really
in that
is.
movie.
Like
So
I
I don't
saw
want to.
Eddie Griffin and
Yeah,
I
I know.
was
I don't
like,
want to spoil it on
that's
this
Eddie
show,
Griffin.
but like, yeah, like when I was briefly watching it, just to be like, is this an interesting movie? I was like, oh, holy shit, literally everybody. So yeah, we're gonna riff about that for a couple hours and have a blast on that show. But we are gonna be wrapping up this one here. We are in the last 5 minutes of the Sesh program.
All right.
If you guys want to find out more about what's going on, you can always check us out at coxinspace.com. And that's coxinspace.com. Get connected there, Facebook, our Patreon, our Discord, and come hang out with us so you can find out more about what's going on.
Hawks in
Yeah,
space.
exactly. Easy to remember. It's an easy show to think about. And basically, if you help us on the Patreon or connect with us in any of the ways, you just help keep pushing the show forward. And so we're gonna let Flamingo take it away. Flamingo Music on SoundCloud if you guys want to check him out. But yeah, let's sesh for the rest of the sesh program.
All right. Good night, guys.
Hey, we'll see you later.
Good night, bro. So this is what I thought would be my next thing here. But I don't know, honestly. I just found like 3 little samples. This one I kind of made into my own thing, right? It's like it's just a one shot, but I kind of tried to make it into a little melody. Yeah, I don't know. It's just an interesting little thing here, but
Yeah, it has a very
I think
like it has a feeling from the '70s, and I think it's with all the samples, but it has like
yeah.
a James Bond montage feeling to it, but like
Yep.
classic
Yeah,
James Bond, like Sean Connery era Bond.
that's like my biggest obsession right now is like fusing the oldest sound with like the newer sound that you can find and trying to like make them work together.
Yeah, you're
Um,
dealing with high irony,
that's
is
what I
which the
love.
brain loves.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah. Because there were so many good things about the old music, but there's also like the you know, the infinity of new music with all the shit that we can do now.
fair.
And
Yeah.
it would just be great to like fuse those together, I guess. Um,
Yeah, well, the thing with old music, as you're saying, is that people actually had to be playing music. They had to know what they were doing and
well, it came straight from the soul. Like that's how it is when I play guitar too.
right.
Like it's just like it's straight from like what I'm feeling, and you don't get that with electronic music. However, you can fuse the two together, and then it creates something even crazier and even better. You know, like because obviously the computer has a huge impact on humanity. So to try and fuse it with what we're doing to let us do it even better, that's kind of what I'm going for, I guess.
100%. Yeah, yeah, that makes it.
Yeah.
Well, we've learned so much since then too, as far as like sound design goes, and all the tools that have developed in that time. So it can only be an improvement, or I mean, it could be used as an improvement on something that was
Right.
already
Yeah.
so great.
Exactly.
I mean, because they were using natural sounds and stuff like that. None of it was synthetic.
Well, and here's the big thing for me is like, so back in the day, like you had individual sounds and stuff, but now you can like, um, you can kind of chop them up, you know.
Right. Yeah.
You
Exactly.
didn't really have that. Like this, for example.
I mean,
This
you
is
could,
just
but it was so
one
much work.
single hit, right?
Right.
That's what it was originally. It was just that. But then you know,
Pitch
you can pitch it up,
Right.
you know.
Turn it
You
into
can do that.
chords.
As you can tell, all of these are different because I made them different. But then it's like, you know, that's what people were dreaming about back then, is being able to do that kind of shit.
Right. 100%.
And so I think it's only fair to those people to, like, you know, keep it going, keep that energy up.
I 100% agree with that. I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
what else you're going to be doing. We are going to close the Sesh program out here with Flamingo from
Yep.
Flamingo Music on SoundCloud. Check us out at constantspace.com. And this has been Skip Morazzi, your host and friend. And we'll catch you later on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.